What a thing of beauty. That's a big deal right there. That's awesome. Welcome to the Okie Woodsman channel. We're picking up a piece of freight and I'm super excited to show you what we've got. Just right on the back all the way out. Well, last time I had a freight delivery here was with my Splitfire 3490 and off of the same freight company, same exact driver actually. He totally remembers me. You're a true Okie woman now. This is officially the furthest this tractor's been driving down the road. We'll probably end up about 1.5 miles, I'd say, each direction. This is where I was cutting up all those trees. Place is about to get a house built on it. Man, that's a beautiful thing. Come on in here, sweetie. That's exciting.
It makes it a lot easier, don't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's good looking. Thank you. Oh yeah. Well, all the tree work we've been doing, you know. So.
I've ran this route for years.
Have you? She said it'll be the same driver.
Yeah.
All right, we're at.
This print on the top. You have a good day.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Stinger Attachments just launched this grapple and I think it's going to be a great addition to our tractor and our channel. Just before I got the call from the freight driver, I actually had an old friend reach out to me because we've had lots of storm damage around here, asking me to quote a tree cleanup job. When I get the ability with a trailer to pull this machine elsewhere, it's going to really open up a lot of doors and a lot of opportunities for other streams of income along with different content types. I really would like to do more storm damage. I kind of want to have an all-encompassing thing where the channel, the content, the sales through affiliate links, minimal cost to whoever's having some trouble, firewood, etc. All that's going to, I think, add up, and we're just going to see how it goes. We're just kind of taking it as opportunities arise. We've been very blessed recently to not have a ton of storm damage in my direct vicinity, but the surrounding areas have been absolutely hammered by hail, tornadoes, straight line winds, and just bad storms altogether. Tell me down in the comments section, what's the furthest you've ever driven your tractor? Specify if it was a large ag tractor or if it's a compact tractor like this. When we get back to the house, I'm going to ask my wife if she thinks that she could do something like this on her own without me. What do you think her answer is going to be? I bet you it's a yes. But I have a feeling she's going to talk about how bumpy it is, and also I think she's also noticed that the forks can't tilt back very far. Oh yeah, turtle. Hey buddy. He wants us. I think this grapple is going to be an absolute game changer. I'm so glad I got that third function installed from the dealership. There's a factory option. It's built right into the loader controls and it's just super clean. We're going to find out shortly whether or not it works or not. My wife and I have also been working on the deck, stretching in the new wiring on the railing. It's going well, but it is a little bit slow and tedious. As always, I want to be abundantly clear. This attachment was provided by Stinger Attachments. you like what you see after watching this attachment on my channel, make sure you check out Stinger Attachments. They have made in USA products. Their quality looks fantastic, and I am super stoked to be working with them. What a beautiful day for a tractor ride. My wife and I don't have a motorcycle or a side-by-side, but this is pretty darn fun. All that happens is these levers get pulled up. Well, let's see how this goes. Can you tilt forward a little bit? There we go, now back up. There we go. What a thing of beauty. Got a koozie here. That's a big deal right there. That's awesome. You look like you're homeless, dude. This is going to be an absolutely awesome time saver. This is going to represent savings in labor. I mean, we're not going to be dragging brush. Every time I've cleaned up a tree with a grapple, it's just like, oh man, I need to do this every single time. Well, we have a lot of work that we want to accomplish, and I believe that this is going to help us do that significantly.
Yeah. Yep. I got it. Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
Yeah, it is cool, huh?
Wow. You gotta plug those into A and B? Is that what you have to do?
Yeah. This is the first time this tractor's had anything plugged into the third function here. It's a legitimate one. It's not a diverter.
There we go.
There it is. We're gonna find out if the factory installed third function works. We don't know that yet. Nice.
Did you mean to do that?
I did not. But these are all going anyway, so this is perfect.
Well, that kind of made it easier. Just keep going.
This is just a quick demo. I'm so excited to be able to go and pick up a log. I've used my backhoe for this sort of stuff in the past, but this is a game changer. To be able to do it with the front end loader, it's just way more maneuverable. Now, the thing I need to do is open some spots up. I am planning on removing all these posts. That's going to be coming up here pretty shortly. I'm actually going to use the grapple for that task as well. I really like these side covers and the serrations. What these side covers are for is so that way you can scoop loads of material and sift it through the tines. Around 3 inches or maybe a little bit less spacing in there, which I'm going to use that as well. But because of these, the serrations here, I think it's actually going to work really well for my size of timber, because that way it allows the jaws to close and get a good grip. Now, if I were in real large logs or wood, what I would do is probably pull these bolts and use the grapple that way. What's neat about this grapple is it's going to be super flexible for lots of different tasks. And as a small homestead, that is totally a great thing. One of the things that's really cool about these front tines here is it's got this really nice cutting edge. And I'll put up on the screen what type of steel this is made out of, but these are going to be really nice because I have lots of stobs all around my property. I can kind of just put this on the ground with my wife guiding me throughout it. And what we'll be able to do is snap those stobs off with this nice edge here. That's going to be really cool. A lot of the smaller timber we have, I should be able to just push on and pick up and move now that we have the grapple as well. This is going to be the biggest development since getting the tractor. The tractor was important, the forks were important, and now I'm going to say that besides the backhoe and the bucket, I really wanted a grapple. And I'm just super thrilled with this. This is a 54-inch wide. I opted for a little bit narrower because I do have a tight quarters around all my timber, and I figured a few inches shorter on both sides wouldn't hurt a thing. We're gonna be able to do cool cut tests now, honey.
And I also think this has a function that probably needs to be addressed too. These little...
Yeah, there's more serrations in here, and what that's going to allow you to do is go up to like the butt end of a log, and what that'll allow is just give you more options to be able to grab onto things. So like imagine if this end were sticking and you couldn't get to the side like I did, I could probably have got it up in here, grabbed it, and been able to pull it. Of course, you wouldn't want to pick up a lot of weight on one side of the grapple like that, but it gives you just more options.
Could that be good for a like a tree stump?
That could work, but if it's a fully rooted, grounded tree stump in the ground, you're gonna definitely have to dig around it. But it's just one more cool option, and I love that this is 2 fingers and not just one in the middle. Sometimes when you go with a smaller grapple or different grapples, there's just one clamshell, if you will. And I just really like the proportions of this. These are made up in Minnesota. Thank you to Stinger Attachments for working with me today on the Okie Woodsman channel. I'm super excited, and this is going to be seen lots on this channel. And I really hope that if we can start dragging this tractor around to more work, which I do plan on in the future, we're going to be using it even more because we do a lot of tree work, we do a lot of firewood, and we have a large enough property where it makes sense to have a grapple. Let me know down in the comment section what you think about this attachment. While we were driving the tractor back, I mentioned that we would ask my wife what she thought about that whole process. She was a little bit nervous about bringing the attachment back on the forks. How do you think that went? How did it feel? Did it feel slow?
It only felt slow because I had to go a little slower because the forks didn't go all the way through the pallet. And so whenever you would hit even a small, unevenness to the road, you were getting that, that kind of bumping.
Like kind of start oscillating.
Yeah. So, and the problem with the forks is that they couldn't lean back far enough to really center and secure the...
Did you feel like you were going to maybe lose the load off the front?
Yeah, I thought it would hop off.
Oh, okay. So my wife doesn't know this, but those large rear tires, they cause a bumping sensation. And even on larger backhoes, you can kind of get into this bad rhythm where it starts like going...
Well, and you don't notice it when you're not carrying anything, when you're just streaming along. Mm-hmm. So, but when I was consciously aware that we had a load, you were more... aware.
This is all new to us. We've never had a piece of equipment to go pick up a freight delivery with forks on it, and it was really cool. That's a good location. The truck really shouldn't be coming back to here. It'd be real tight for them. But what we did is we stopped what we've been working on right here, and that's the deck railing. I've given it a little bit of time today. This is the learning curve portion, and so far I'm really happy with it. My wife has been out here working with me, and so we're going to jump back on this, but I am just super excited to have that Stinger attachment. That thing's going to be absolutely fantastic.